7 of the fantasy basketball season. Here's a few centers I would drop this week. The first guy, Steven Adams of the Memphis Grizzlies. So Steven Adams, I've mentioned him as a drop last week, but right here, he's still owned in a decent amount of fantasy leagues at 50%. So on the season here for Adams, 6.6 points a game, 8 boards, 2.8 assists, and 49% from the field. So right now, those numbers aren't really eye-popping. His field goal percentage is way down from last season, where he was with the Pelicans at 61%, and this year only 49 with Memphis. In the last few games, he really hasn't done much of notoriety, in my opinion. November 24th versus the Raptors, 2 points, 6 boards, 2 assists, 33% from the field. November 26th versus the Hawks, 2 points, 2 boards, 2 assists. And November 28th, he had a better ball game versus the Kings, 3 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, 3 blocks, and 25% from the field. So the numbers pretty much across the board here for Adams this season have gone down. And right now, I think he's declining with age. And he's not playing, obviously, with great players like he did in OKC. I know he's got John Morant this season, but besides that, it pretty much hasn't been better for him as the seasons have gone on. He used to play with Westbrook, Harden, and Kevin Durant, but right now these teams are asking him to do a little too much, in my opinion. And he's just on the decline, and he's got a lot of miles on his body as well. And he's not producing for fantasy owners. So he's a center I would drop this week. The next center is Nerlens Noel of the New York Knicks. And Nerlens Noel, I've mentioned him on and off as a drop here. And this guy, he does put up numbers for blocking shots and field goal percentage. But these knee injuries keep popping up here every other game, it seems like, for Noel. On the season, 4.6 points a game, 6.4 rebounds, 1.3 steals, 1.6 blocks a game, and 51%. So right here, Noel, he's not going to have that much fantasy value, in my opinion, unless Mitchell Robinson is going to be out for an extended period of time. But Mitch, he only missed a few games with his ankle problem. But right now, he's playing. So the last few games here for Noel, November 21st at the Bulls, 6 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, 3 blocks, 75% from the field. November 23rd versus the Lakers, 4 points, 7 boards, an assist, 3 steals, 2 blocks. November 26th versus Phoenix, 6 points, 6 rebounds in that one, and 40% from the field. So right here, his field goal's gone down from last season. Like I said, Robinson's healthy so far this year. And right here, he's not scoring the basketball, and he's not even getting double-digit rebounds, really, is Noel. So right here, it's an overreaction to own him in 52% of fantasy leagues. And I think he's a center I could get away from this week. And he did miss that November 27th ball game in Atlanta. And we'll see what he does if he plays tonight versus Brooklyn with the knee. But right here with the injuries and the lack of playing time behind Mitch Robinson, he's a center I would drop this week. And the third and final center I look to drop this week, Drummond of the Philadelphia 76ers. So right here, this is a little bit of a tricky one. No doubt about it to drop Drummond. But right here, Joel Embiid finally returned after he missed 7 or 8 games, I believe it was, because he was on the COVID list. But anyway, on the season for Drummond, 6.7 points a game, 10.7 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 1.1 blocks a game, and 45% from the field. So right here, he's pretty much a great rebound specialist. No doubt about it is Drummond. But like I mentioned, Embiid's back, and we saw the way things went already here since Embiid returned. He only played 13 minutes in that ball game was Drummond. So the last few games here for him, November 22nd at the Kings, 9 points, 23 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, 3 blocks, 37% from the field. November 24th at the Warriors, 1 point, 12 rebounds, 2 steals, 0% from the field. And November 27th versus Minnesota, in Embiid's return, 2 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, and a block. So right here, he's not scoring the basketball much for this Philly team as it is. It's not like it was a few seasons ago where this guy was averaging 18 to 20 and 11 here. Right now, he's just not getting the job done this season in the scoring. I know he's had a couple big 20 rebound games this year, but that's pretty much the only category he's given his own. Is his field goal's not good, he's not scoring the basketball, and he's not really blocking that many shots here as Drummond. So in my opinion, if you're in a shallow 10-team league or something and you're not an Embiid owner, he's a center I would drop. So that's a few centers I would drop here for Week 7 of the fantasy basketball season.